Hey there, and welcome. Let's be real. We're living in a world that is just full of distractions, right? And one tiny moment of not paying attention, well, it can change everything. So it begs the question, what's the very best way to protect ourselves? Today, we're going to dive into a really timeless form of protection. It's an ancient idea, but it might just be the most powerful tool we have for getting through our crazy modern world.
So, yeah, this is the big question, isn't it? What is the most powerful form of protection? I mean, is it something you can buy off a shelf, like a helmet? Or maybe something you wear, like a good luck charm? Or is it something way deeper, something that's already inside of us? Let's get into it.
I mean, we see this stuff in the news all the time, don't we? It's that story that has become way too familiar. You know the one. A moment of distraction and then a fatal mistake. Somebody's walking, looking at their phone, and steps into the street. A driver just glances down at a text, and in that split second, something tragic happens. Something that can never be undone. That's the real heartbreaking cost of distraction.
Okay, so let's dig into this a little more, because this isn't just about those worst-case scenarios. It really points to a huge challenge we all face today. We're living in a modern age of distraction.
And these dangers, they're everywhere. You've got the really obvious ones, right? Walking while staring at your phone, driving while you're distracted. We all know those. But what's really interesting is that the source material we're looking at points to something, well, something a lot more subtle, but just as dangerous. And that is your own wandering thoughts. Yeah, that's right. The simple act of just being lost in thought can be just as risky as any of those external distractions.
So, what is really going on inside our heads, in our bodies, during these moments when we're just not paying attention? Well, that brings us to a really key idea here, what we're calling the peril of disconnection.
Okay, so what is mind-body disconnection? Look, this is way more than just daydreaming. It's a state where your mind gets so totally lost in a thought, maybe a worry or a memory, that it actually disconnects from your physical body. It's no longer present. And when that happens, your physical senses can temporarily go offline. It's like your eyes are open, but you're not seeing anything. So how does this actually happen? It's a super fast three-step process. First, your mind just wanders. It latches onto some thought or feeling. Then, bam, step two, your physical senses stop processing what's around you. Your focus goes completely inward. And the result? Step three, your awareness of any immediate danger just vanishes. It's gone. And the source material gives this incredibly chilling example. Think about this. They don't hear the train's horn. Because at that moment, the mind is not in the body. The senses are not working. Just imagine that. Someone's walking near the tracks, totally lost in thought. A train horn blares. It's deafening, but they don't even flinch. Why? Because their mind isn't there. Their senses are completely shut down. In that split second, your body has no spirit in control. I mean, think about how powerful that language is. In that moment of disconnection, your body is basically an empty vessel, just moving through the world with nobody at the wheel, completely unable to react to danger. That is a truly scary thought. Okay, so that's the problem. But here's the good news. There is an antidote to this dangerous disconnection, and we're calling it the mind-body shield. And no, this isn't something you can buy in a store. It's something you have to build yourself. And the solution, this ancient antidote, is so simple it's almost profound. It's just this. Bring the mind to be with the body. That's it. The whole practice is about consciously, deliberately pulling your awareness back into your physical body, right here, right now. And when you do this, the benefits are huge, and frankly, they can be life-saving. When you're present, your senses are totally online and active. You perceive everything around you with clarity. You can identify potential harm, and you can react to it. You see the car, you hear the horn. And as the teaching goes, when you're in this state, danger will not arise. And all of this brings us to the final, really cool idea here, the ultimate amulet. See, we usually think of protection as something external, right? Like a lucky charm you carry in your pocket. But this ancient idea completely flips that on its head.
Let's just compare the two forms of protection for a second. On one hand, you have physical charms. They're external, right? They can get lost, they can be forgotten, they rely on some outside object. But then you have a present mind. That's internal. It's always with you, you can't lose it, and its comes from you, from your own practice.
And that brings us to the big takeaway. The most powerful, most certain amulet. What is it? It's keeping the mind with the body. That's it. The ultimate protection is your own presence, your own awareness.
So I'll leave you with this one last question. Right now, in this very moment, where's your mind? Is it here? Is it with your body, listening to this, or has it already wandered off somewhere else? Think about it. Because the answer to that question might just be the most important thing you think about all day.